In this video, we're talking about why dogs jump, when they're going to jump the most, and what we can do to teach them to sit when they greet us. My name's Nikhil, and welcome to Canine Care Obedience Training. Say hello, Shanty. Speak. So why do puppies jump? Puppies jump because they greet the world face to face. The problem for us is our faces are off the ground. So that's their primary motivator. And if we understand that, we can then move forward with a good strategy to teach them how to sit. Jumping can be a real problem. If you have a small dog, it's kind of cute when they jump up on you, but when you have a large breed dog, say 20 or 30 or 40 kilos, it's very, very dangerous, especially if they're jumping on young children or the elderly. So don't let your dog jump on any other people. They're your responsibility, and you need to take the time to teach them how to sit when they meet people so they're going to be the great dog that you want them to be. Let's keep going. Jumping is often reinforced by simple things like talking to your dog, touching your dog, or making eye contact with your dog. So be really mindful that you don't inadvertently reinforce your dog's jumping. Now also beware the saboteurs. These are well-intentioned, nice people, often family members, friends, or people you meet out on the street, and they don't mind if your dog jumps on them, and they'll reinforce their jumping through eye contact, talking and touching. So don't let your dog jump on people who don't mind, and in fact don't let your dog jump on anyone, because they'll reinforce it and make you go backwards in your training. Here's a quick tip. Start teaching your puppies to sit on greeting when they're young, when you first bring them home. Don't wait for habits to become a problem. It will take you a ton more time to fix them. And don't forget to stick around to the end of this video for my top tip. What to do if a dog does jump on you? The best thing is to move away from them. Give them more space. The closer you are to them, the more excited they're going to be, and dogs jump most when they're excited, as you'll see in the next part of this video when you meet Fergie. Meet Fergie. She's a 12-month-old Groodle. She lives with her mum, dad and 2 kids, and she's quite excitable. They've invited me over to help them because Fergie jumps on people that come to the house. We meet outside in the front yard away from the house. The first thing I do here is start throwing food towards her to see if she's more interested in me or the food. She sits down at this point, so I approach a little bit and throw food towards her. Notice I don't move into her space. I want her to be calm and take my time. This is one of the most important things to do when you're teaching dogs to sit on greeting. She sits at this point, so I come over and reinforce the sit with some treats. Notice I move back straight away. She seems calm, I come back in, I reward her again. And again, I move back. This is very important. She's holding her sit well, so I come forward and reinforce again. And notice I move back. Now at this point, she's about to jump. You can see that there. I've slowed this section down. Watch closely, the tongue flick, compression of the body, the compression again, and then she launches up towards me. This is in slow-mo, but you must monitor and observe these things as you go. I move back straight away and give her time to settle down. She seems quite calm now, but you must take your time. I slowly reapproach her. Notice the quick movement of the tail, so I slow down and reinforce again. I move back straight away. I come back in and reinforce. This is very important. Keep the pressure off the dog. She seems calmer now, so I reapproach and I reinforce again. She's doing really well. Observation is everything. As I move forward this time, Fergie moves towards me, so I step back immediately. I recalibrate, she looks calmer, and I reinforce. So on that last one, she started to move forward, so I immediately moved back. And it's very convenient having her on the lead with you holding her, so it means that she can't move forward.
Right? And she's not pulling, no one pulls.
Yeah. She's getting a little bit excited now, so I'm just going to go away. So even with that little bit of barking for attention, I'm going to go away. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's go inside. I think you're doing good. You lead the way.
Come on, baby. This way. Good.
Good. And we'll just stop here again. That's good, because normally once you transition from one environment to the next one that's close to your house, they'll keep getting excited with all the movement. So just taking it slow is definitely the way to go. Stick around to the end of this video to get my top tip around puppy jumping. If you like this video and you find it useful, please leave me a comment or press the like button. And if you find it really useful, subscribe and hit the ding dong to find out when new videos are coming out. You ready? Catch! We're heading up the drive now and I'm reinforcing Fergie as we walk to keep all four on the floor. But it doesn't take too much walking for her to cause excitement and for the jumping to start again. I pause, she starts jumping again and I move away immediately. So that was quite a long duration that we were going for, right? And it just goes to show you've got to slow things down an awful lot. If you just move into space too quickly, it just increases their level of arousal. And when they're more aroused, they're going to jump more, they're going to bark more, they're going to be less responsive. Come on, let's go. We walk further up the driveway towards the house. We pause here by the garage. I'm reinforcing the sit, hoping to keep Fergie nice and calm before we move further and closer towards the house, which will be a higher excitement area for her. As we approach the house, Fergie is clearly more excitable, jumping up at my hand, but she sits, so I reinforce. This is her highest excitement zone when people visit her. So she starts jumping again and I have to move back immediately. Your best option when a dog jumps is to move away and take away what they want, which is you. See the rapid movement in the tail there? Yeah, so she's just getting aroused again, you know. So now's our cue just to settle down. Okay. Before we go through the next threshold, which is going into your house. But my response to her must be based on what I'm looking for, which is being calm. Like seated preferably, but at least not, you know,
not all over the shop.
Not being, because if you act like that and I engage with you, it's only going to reinforce that is what works, right? We've been working outside the front of the house for a while now, and Fergie's decided to go into a drop, so I'm quite happy to reinforce this several times. A dog that's lying down is much more relaxed than a dog that's seated. A great moment before we go to enter the house. As we go to enter the house, Fergie decides to turn around and sit down by the door. I take this as an opportunity to reinforce that good behaviour because it's much better than jumping and may set a good tone for once we actually get into the house. She's doing so well. Now we're in the house, it's the ideal opportunity to reinforce sitting in our presence. So I'm doing some simple training exercises here and reinforcing Fergie for being seated in my presence. Very important that you get everybody to do this that interacts with your dog in the house. Helps keep them calmer and they understand how you want them to behave. See the slowness in the tail?
Yeah, slowed down a lot.
Yeah, stay. It's been a very successful session. Well done, Fergie. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to find out when new videos are coming out. So here's my top tip on teaching puppies not to jump. And it's this: teach them to sit for everything. For every single interaction you have with them, they need to sit. To say hello, to have their dinner, to have the lead put on, to go out of a door, when they're meeting other people and people in different places. If you recruit other people to assist you in teaching your dog to sit when they meet them, they'll learn to sit for everybody when they meet them. And if you don't, they won't. Hope you found this video useful, guys. Thanks for watching. See ya.